Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us on Citizen at 1. I am Zainur. A section of the Juja parliamentary candidates are now crying foul over what they term as lack of confidence in the interim independent electoral commission. The aspirants say they do not have confidence in one of the electoral commissioners who they claim favors one of the candidates.
With only a few days left for the Juja residents to go to the polls to decide who will be their next representative in parliament, a section of the candidates are now raising the red flag, claiming that there are plans to rig the elections.
And what is so special anyway about Juja?
Led by NAC Kenya's William Kabogo, the candidates accuse the commission of appointing a commissioner who is known to be a friend to one of the aspiring candidates.
Yesterday, during the training of agents, it so appeared that Winnie Gushu was the commissioner who presided over the agents' training. And we're asking, what is it that has now happened overnight that Commissioner Chirchir has been moved again from Thika?
The three contestants now want the government to stop deploying its machinery to campaign for the former immediate member of parliament, George Thuo.
The government does not have a candidate. We are all government candidates because our parties are PNU affiliates, and PNU is a coalition partner to ODM, and we have one government. So we should end this culture of intimidating the rule of folks by trying to promise them jobs, promise them roads, and display all the government might.
Does the IIEC have the teeth to implement? When we raise these issues, we are not getting any solid response. They're just telling us we are going to look into it, we are going to look into it.
Juja has a total of 56 polling stations and has 186,998 registered voters. The constituency is the second to Embakasi in the number of registered voters countrywide. Meanwhile, various candidates continued with their door-to-door campaigns, selling their plans to the voters. Michael Mayaka, Citizen at 1.
Heavy landslides have hit Mogotio and have left many businesses paralyzed in the town. The residents are now calling on the government to come assist them in clearing one of the roads as businesses have come to a standstill in the area.
This is what residents of Mogotio and those living around woke up to after a night of heavy rains that pounded their area. Heavy landslides which have seen roads linking Mogotio to Sirwa Center and Eldama Ravine cut off.
Transport has been adversely affected, and even the construction works. We have some schools we are putting up in Sirwa. We cannot ferry the materials.
Area DC Ngomo Karoko estimates that 5,000 people have been affected. Business has come to a standstill as traders cannot move their goods from one area to another, forcing them into losses. Luckily, no deaths were reported and residents have been asked to move out from their homes that are located at the foothills to avoid more deaths. Kirigo Ngarwa for Citizen at 1.
A row has erupted over a piece of land in Bamburi, Mombasa. The 135-acre piece of land was sold to over 500 people at a cost of 2,000 shillings per acre, but it has emerged that the land belongs to a private developer who has since ordered the people to move out. Police have been deployed in the area to step up security after the squatters who had started to develop the land refused to vacate. However, police are looking for the 4 men who had sold the land to the squatters at a total cost of 8 million shillings.
Askari utumishi kwa wote, unatumiwa mnatunyanyasa. Askari utumishi kwa wote, unatumiwa mnatunyanyasa.
And 5 people died on the spot as 8 others were rushed to the Kisii Level 5 hospital after a Nissan Matatu collided with a lorry at Iyabe Market in Kisii County yesterday. The accident, said to have been caused by poor visibility, occurred at around 6:30 in the evening after a heavy downpour.
According to eyewitnesses, both vehicles, the Nissan Matatu heading to Isebania and the Kanta lorry headed to Migori, were speeding. The drivers, who were hardly injured, ran away from the scene, and the police are looking for them.
Gari zimepasuka, glasses zimepasuka, watu wakaanza kuja. Sasa tukaanza kupiga nduru, gari ikaenda kuingia kwa mtaro. I didn't see anything. Alikuwa nimevaa glasses zikapasuka, sikuona anything. I don't know what happened. Just thank God I'm alive.
Residents say that the rescue system leaves a lot to be desired. The police took 1.5 hours to get to the scene, whereas the police station is only 2 kilometers away. Though with no adequate skill, passers-by were left with no choice but to try and save the victims. Samuel Njoroge, Citizen at 1.
In about 4 months, a state-of-the-art wing, the Naivasha Women's Center, will open its doors to treat various ailments at the Naivasha District Hospital. The hospital is the beneficiary of the 100 million shillings donated by Cindy Birkland. The center will have 80 beds and will cater for women visiting the maternity wing.
The officer in charge of the hospital, Dr. Joseph Mboro, termed the center as the biggest gift to Naivasha residents. He further added that the new center would eliminate overcrowding issues since the hospital's current capacity in the maternity wing is up to 3 women per bed.
Despite the fact that we have a maternity ward with a bed capacity of around 20, we have about 40 to 60 patients occupying these beds.
According to the donor, Cindy Birkland, the equipment was donated from well-wishers in the United States to aid in the construction of the new maternity wing. Other than the 60 million shillings that has been raised and used so far, an additional 40 million is needed to complete the construction.
Part that's left is a lot of the electrical work, which is a very costly part of it.
On her part, Dr. Linda Collins, also from the U.S., promised she would train volunteers on how to use the state-of-art equipment.
Fish farmers in Nyamira district have something to smile about after the government distributed fish fingerlings as part of the economic stimulus program. The farmers who practice tea farming are now confident that the fish farming can help them get better earnings since it takes less than the tea farming.
Fish farming has proved to be a lucrative business in the Nyamira district as the fish market keeps on growing every day. Fish farmers in the area believe that the business is going to make them earn more cash in less time compared to the traditional tea farming. The district fisheries officer has distributed fish fingerlings to 54 fish farmers through the economic stimulus program.
Wakulima hapa Nyamira, the white Nyamira, tuko na wakulima, people are so interested. In fact, tumefungia wengi nje. Kati ya wale walikuwa wameonyesha interest, tulipata zaidi ya 500. Tulikuwa tunataka 200 per constituency.
Fish consumers in the area had to source their product from Kisumu, hence making the cost of doing the business go high. But as the area residents build more fish ponds, the farmers believe that this will help them improve their livelihoods.
Hii mradi niliona ni mzuri kwa sababu eneo inachukua ni kidogo sana kulingana na ukulima wa chai na mambo mengine kama ndizi na vitu vingine.
The program is set to benefit fish farmers from North Mugirango, Kitutu Masaba, and West Mugirango. The fingerlings are estimated to be 200,000 Kenya shillings. Mohammed Mahmoud, Citizen at 1.
Brilliant. 8 minutes past the hour. We're taking a short commercial break, but don't go away. When we come back, Arsenal registers a massive win in the UEFA Champions League. Bernard Ndong will tell us more when we come back. Don't go away.